Hey guys, I am here to do the literary festive tag created by the lovely Renee at Nahomis2. I thought I'd film it in front of my Christmas tree. It seemed appropriate. And I will leave a link to Renee's channel down below. If you have not subscribed to her, you're really missing out. She creates wonderful tags and just really great videos in general, so go check her out. The first question in the literary festive tag is, what are the 5 books that are on your Christmas wish list? And the first book that I chose was A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. And this is the first book in the Game of Thrones series. And honestly, I just want to know what I'm missing out on. I mean, these books are everywhere, everyone's reading them, everyone's loving them, so I just want to see what all the fuss is about. The second book that I chose was Breathe by Sarah Crossan, and this is a YA dystopian novel, and it's all about how oxygen is a premium and everyone lives in this pod, and oxygen is now distributed by a corporation. And it just sounds really interesting. Plus, I have this fear of not being able to breathe. I mean, inherently we all do because we need it to live, but I actually have nightmares about it, so it sort of feeds into a fear of mine, and I don't know, first you'd think I would not want to read it for that reason, but it actually seems really interesting to me. The third book that I chose was Dear Teen Me, which is by a bunch of various YA authors, and it's basically a compilation novel where the authors are writing letters to their teenage selves and just sort of giving words of encouragement, words of advice, and these are things you don't know now, but you will, and it just sounds really neat, and I would definitely like to say some things to my teenage selves. Oh man. And then the next 2 books are books that are not available yet, so you can get them for me even if you wanted to, but they are ones that I desperately want. The next book is Clockwork Princess, which is by Cassandra Clare. It is the 3rd book in the Infernal Devices series, and then the next book is Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins, and those are books that I cannot wait for, and I won't be getting them for Christmas, but I'm definitely going to be pre-ordering them with any money that I might get for Christmas. The second question in the tag is, what is a book that you would like to read or like to read during Christmas? And this is a really hard question for me because I think all of you know by now that I get a book every year from my mom on December 6th, St. Nicholas Day, and I love rereading all of those books because they're special to me, but they're also just really great stories. So if you want to see, I have them right next to my Christmas tree. There they are, and down below, and in these bookcase thingies, if you can see that. So, yeah, those are all really special to me, but really I just love reading anything holiday themed during this time of year. You'll always see in my December TBRs holiday specific books. The third question is your favorite Christmas book as a child, and well, we all know I'm going to pick the St. Nicholas Day books, of course, but if we were to put them in their own special category and leave them out of this question, then I would pick the Best Christmas Pageant Ever by Barbara Robinson. This is an excellent Christmas book. It is hysterical, for one thing, and it just has a really wonderfully sweet message. The fourth book is, which character in a book do you think would give the best presents? And I have decided to choose Roger from Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. And just so you know, I've decided for these questions to pick from books that I actually read this year because otherwise it's too overwhelming for me. So of this year, I think Roger from Amy and Roger's Epic Detour would give the best present, and he could create a playlist for me any day. The fifth question in the tag is, choose 3 literary characters to bestow gifts upon. What gifts would you give and why? And this one was so hard for me because I am one of those people who stresses about gift giving anyway, even to friends and family. I'm one of those people who just puts way too much pressure on myself to pick the perfect gift. So this was a hard question for me, but I did finally choose. And the first character that I would give a present to is Maya from Forbidden by Tabitha Zazuma. I would give her a gigantic hug, and I would probably give her a lifetime of therapy sessions because she needs them. I would also give a gift to Cameron Post from the Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth, and I would give her another hug, and I would also give her a Netflix subscription because she loves watching movies, and she grew up in the 90s where they didn't have such wondrous things. And then the third character that I would give a gift to is, what did I choose? Is Katrine from Heart's Blood by Juliette Marillier, and I would give her really beautiful pens and really beautiful blank journals because she is a scribe and she would probably really appreciate them. The sixth question is, if you could give one character a lump of coal for being bad, who would it be? And I actually have two for this one. I would choose Bonesaw from Velveteen by Daniel Marks, and I would also choose The Freak from Still Missing by Chevy Stevens. Those are two very, very bad men, and bad things should happen to them. They should get more than a lump of coal. Very, very bad things should happen to them. The seventh question is, which Scrooge-like character do you think would be the biggest downer during the holiday season? And I chose Captain Hook from Tiger Lily by Jody Lynn Anderson because he's very much like Scrooge. You know, he hates children, and he's melancholy and bitter, and he's just a downer. I don't think he would get Christmas at all. I don't think he would have very much fun with it. And then the eighth and final question is, invite 5 authors and 5 literary characters to a festive season party, and this is going to be the most random party guest list ever, but I chose Danny Marks because I would love to meet Danny in person. I also chose Sarah Addison Allen because I love her, Mercedes Lackey for the same reason, also Emily Giffin and Stephanie Perkins. And then for the literary characters, I would love to have Valency from The Blue Castle. I just love her, especially when she comes into her own. She's awesome. I would also invite Pearl from Drink Slay Love. As long as she promises not to chew on anyone, she can come. I would also love to have Will from the Infernal Devices series. He can be my date. And then Ito from Cinder because she's so fun and so cute. And then finally, I would love to have Elena from The Fairy Godmother by Mercedes Lackey, and she would be +1 because I want her to bring a brownie. He could make all of the really delicious holiday treats that we would have at the party. So that would be my guest list. So random, but I think we would have a good time. So that was the literary festive tag. It was really fun to do. Great tag, Renee. I hope you'll all check out her channel. As I said, she's fabulous, and I hope you all do this tag because it's really fun. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!